Hey guys, good morning. It's Kauri from Kauri's Corner. Let's talk about ego. Everyone has one, so that means we're supposed to use it. I hear people say, "Oh, drop the ego." You're supposed to use it, but you have to control it, right? So it's a portion in the book where it says, "When I was a child, I did as a child, but when I became a man, I put away childish things." So it's like when you're a child, those ego moments as a child, those are great. They help you become who you are. The ego is your spiritual substance, right? However, I had to put away the childish thinking of my ego and bring it into a manly world, right? Bring it into a manly fashion of thinking and mindset. So at that point, as I was using my ego as a younger man to become something, right? I had to let go of my ego to define my actual identity. You define yourself and you get to use your ego to do it instead of having that constant battle and war within yourself. You can use your ego to create a peace and harmony within yourself and motivate you instead of harm you. You notice how I'm saying your ego doesn't harm others? It harms you first and then it harms others, right? So let's just talk about it. Having self control of your ego, that is the true beginning of your personal mental freedom. Trust me, man. Back in the day, I used to be a fighter. I was a martial arts fighter, and man, I loved to fight. I loved it. It's a strategical thing. Sport. It's a strategy sport. People don't really think about it as like that, um, but I use my ego inside of the ring and outside of the ring, right? And I used to tell myself every day when I became a fighter, when I became a fighter, every day I am designed to succeed. I am designed for success. Now, before I became a fighter, I used to say it to myself, but not as frequently. But being disciplined. And that's what the martial arts brought me. It brought me a sense of discipline. Not discipline to where like it's beating down on me. No, discipline in self to where it's like, look, today I'm going to do something different and I'm going to keep doing it. I'm going to discipline myself. To this day, I'm going to do this and keep pushing. Right? I'm designed to succeed. And there was nothing that will stop me from my success. This is what I told myself every day. Nobody, no thing, no weather, nothing will stop me from succeeding. Right? But you know, before I before I was fighting, before I had the discipline and things were created and being built inside of me, I was letting my feelings control my ego instead of my future controlling my ego. Yeah. I kept I kept feeling a certain way. Well, I feel disrespected. And now that feeling of disrespect causes me to get in a tussle, a turmoil, or argument, or some bullcrap. And that feeling, because of my ego, I end up losing. Right? It's a feeling. Instead of the future owning my ego to where it's like, look, I could take this as disrespectful. I mean, and maybe it really was disrespectful. However, is it worth the fight? I don't have to let him own my ego. I don't have to let them, her, him, he, she, whatever, own my ego. It's mine. So go ahead. You know, I know how to fight. I have these black belts and all of these trophies. Why? Why am I going to get angry at somebody when I've already won the fight? They can't battle me. I have to let them not get in here. That's my ego. Right? And I'm gonna tell you about me. See, I was a flashy guy. I had to have all the new things, the nice house, you know. But I did all of those things, the flashy car. I did all those things for other people. I didn't do it for me. I didn't get the nice car for me. I bought it to satisfy my ego for other people. It took a while to realize that. And when you do, you start thinking like, how many resources or how much time have I spent doing things for other people and not taking care of myself or improving who I am? Because I've always been looking for validation from other people. Now, when I was fighting, it was a little bit different. It's a sport for you. It's like golfing. It's a sport for you. And I trained for me. I used my ego at that point to drive myself like, oh, you're going to do 10 more push-ups. No, do more. Get up, get up, get up. I drove myself. I used that same ego that was driving me to spend money, driving me to do dumb things, say stupid things, not keep my mouth closed. That same ego now was pushing myself. And it wasn't, I did it for me because I didn't want to lose. I didn't care about how I looked in the ring because I knew I would be battered and beat. But I didn't want to lose. So I trained for me. I ate the right foods for me. I got up for me. And I began to own my ego because my ego started looking at the future. Not how good you'll look when you win. It was like, bro, you have to win in order to look good. So look good now, and you'll be looking good in the future, whether you win or lose. Because you fought, you endured, you ran the race, you got in the ring, and you did what you had to do. As a man, you stood proud. My ego is now owned by me because I can see the future with it. People don't realize how powerful this ego is. The ego can go through time if you look that way. Both sides. Now, did I get lazy? Heck yeah, man. Heck yeah. That's why I'm not the president of United World right now, because I got lazy. And I lost the moments. I lost moments when I was lazy. I lost moments with my family, my children, my leadership, my purpose. And I kept losing. I kept losing things. I climbed the mountain and then poof, I'm like, why am I down here again? Why? You know why? Because I was forgetting that I was a winner. I forgot that there's a winner inside of me. I just kept, it'll be all right. I can sleep in, or no big deal. I'll get to it. I forgot the winner inside of me. I forgot the fighter inside of me. Do I still fight that lazy person? Yeah, it's a little bitty joker inside of me, and I fight him every day. I fight for the winner I am. I fight that bad ego that was I strengthen what remains. But I keep pushing that bad ego down every day. Nope. I am the winner. My ego, if I don't control it, will turn me into a loser. It's done it to many, many people throughout time. So I focused on getting up an hour earlier in my life. Let me control my ego to that extent. Get up an hour earlier. I started working out. I started reading, started doing things, right? I started realizing my identity of who I am, not what people wanted to see. Like, people wanted to see the bad father I was, but no. You can go from bad father to good father. Bad man to good man. Poor leader to positive leader that is able to follow a leader. I took off my mask, man. I took off my mask and just started being me. I got up every day and started improving myself, using my ego to say, get up and get going, to improve myself, to motivate me. I started pursuing my purpose and stopped pursuing self-destruction. Own your ego, people, and you'll own your life. I want you all to feel this, man. Believe that.